Thomas and Friends, making tracks to great destinations.
Dear Christopher, here is your friend Thomas the Tank Engine. He wanted to come out of his station yard and see the world. These stories tell you how he did it. I hope you will like them because you helped me to make them. Your loving Daddy.
One day, Thomas was at the junction when Gordon shuffled in with some trucks. "Phew!" remarked Thomas. "What a funny smell." "Can you smell a smell?" "I can't smell a smell," said Annie. "A funny, musty sort of smell," said Thomas. "No one noticed it till you did," grunted Gordon. "It must be yours." Not long ago, he had fallen into a dirty ditch. Thomas enjoyed teasing him about it. "Annie, Clarabelle, do you know what I think it is? It's ditch water." Before Gordon could answer, Thomas puffed away. Annie and Clarabelle could hardly believe their ears. "That was funny, that was funny," he chuckled. He felt very pleased with himself. Annie and Clarabelle were deeply shocked. They had great respect for Gordon, the big engine. Thomas left the coaches at the station and went off to a mine for some trucks.
Long ago, miners digging for lead had made tunnels underneath the ground. Those strong enough to hold up trucks could never bear the weight of an engine. Silly old boat, he thought. He had often tried to pass it, but had never succeeded. But this morning, he had a plan. He had to push the empty trucks into one siding and pull out full ones from another. His driver stopped him, and the fireman went to go turn the points. "Come on," waved the fireman, and they started. The driver leaned out of the cab to see where they were going. "Now," said Thomas to himself. "Hurrah!" laughed Thomas, and he followed the trucks into the siding. "Stupid old boat," said Thomas. "There's no danger. There's no danger. Look out!" shouted the driver. Thomas squealed crossly as his brakes were applied. "It's quite safe," he hissed. "Come back," yelled his driver. But before they could, there was a rumbling and the rails quivered. The fireman jumped clear, the ballast had slipped away, and the rails began to sag and break. "Fire and smoke," said Thomas. "I've sunk." And he was. Thomas could just see out of the hole, but couldn't move. "Oh dear," he said. "I am a silly engine." "And a very naughty one, too," said a voice behind him. "I saw you." "Please get me out. I won't be naughty again." "I'm not sure," replied the Fat Controller. "We can lift you with cranes. The ground's not firm enough." Let me see. I wonder if Gordon can pull you out." "Yes, sir," said Thomas nervously. He didn't want to meet Gordon just yet.
"Down a mine, is he? Ha ha ha," laughed Gordon. "What a joke." "Poop, poop, little Thomas. We'll have you out in a couple of puffs." Strong cables were fastened between the two engines. "Are you ready? Heave!" It was a lot harder than they all thought, but at last Thomas was free. "I'm sorry I was cheeky," said Thomas. "That's all right, Thomas, you made me laugh," replied Gordon. "I'm in disgrace." "So am I," said Thomas. "Why, so you are, Thomas. Shall we form an alliance? You help me, and I'll help you." "Right you are," agreed Thomas. "Good, that's settled," rumbled Gordon. And buffer to buffer the Allies puffed home.